sit like this because I do not want that. I haven't done this in a while on YouTube, so just bear with me here. They do not make this easy. Sorry for those watching on the replay. Okay, I think we're golden. I think we're good. Just do that. Sorry, my hair is so long. Can everybody hear me? I'm not in front of my computer, so I have no idea if the audio is working. So if you can hear me, give me like a shaka or a thumbs up or something. Okay, Alex says they can hear me, so okay, I think we're golden. I'm glad that the camera is facing this way because I wasn't sure what direction the camera was gonna be facing in. And hopefully Rosie the dog over there is not gonna be licking her paws the whole time. Rosie, stop. Rosie, stop it. You're gonna be annoying all stream, don't do that. No, you just be normal. But hello everyone. I haven't done a live stream here on YouTube in such a long time. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. 5 months, I think, is the last time I did it on YouTube. I think it's been, yeah, I think it's been 5 months. So we're just gonna wing it. And thanks for those that are watching on the replay. I'm gonna go for about an hour. I'm gonna try to do this weekly if I can. If I can do it weekly, then we're golden. And I apologize in advance if I don't get to everyone's comments in the chat. I'm just on my phone here, so YouTube only shows me so much, and I don't have a laptop or anything to help me out. Yeah, the background's pretty cool. This is all my bestie Sarah's stuff. I mean, I love it all too. I'm a huge fan of horror and Halloween and the vintage tiki stuff. So yeah, she goes all out. And it's funny because when she goes live sometimes on her socials, she'll jump in this background too. It's a great background, it's perfect. How's it going, Johnny? Yeah, how's everyone doing this evening? And I chose this time because I feel like a lot of people voted for this time around 5:36. So moving forward, I'm probably gonna do 5:30 and 6 a lot. And then if things change down the road, we'll change the time to fit, you know, whatever. But yeah, happy Friday the 13th. Did you guys see the Halloween Horror Nights announcement? That's gonna be cool. Let's see, when's the last time Jason was at HHN? That was a few years ago. Like Titans of Terror, I think was the last time. And that was what, 2017? 2018 was maybe when Jason was there last. That's right, Sarah keeps it pink and spooky. I don't know if Sarah's watching right now because she's on a little vacation. So I don't know if she's still up or not. Are you gonna be broadcasting World Cup content? Probably not. It's just the theme park channel. Did you ride Yoshi's Adventure? I did not ride Yoshi's Adventure at Epic Universe. I'm a little bummed out. We didn't have time for it, and the line, I think that last time I was there was a little too long, and we're kind of favoring other things. So like I would have much rather rode Monsters another time or Stardust Racers. So yeah, I didn't get on Yoshi. So hopefully the next visit to Epic Universe, whenever that will be, I will be able to give it a spin. This year's HHN is going to be the best one yet. I think it's going to be pretty good. I mean, so far the ones that they've announced as far as the houses are pretty solid. I think they're pretty popular. We have Jason. You can't go wrong with Jason. Friday the 13th. You have Five Nights at Freddy's, and then you have, what was the other one? Fallout. I'm not familiar with Fallout, but yeah, I mean, hey, I think those are all solid. Are you planning a vacation to Hawaii soon? I'd like to go to Hawaii. I would really like to. One of my good friends is out there living in Hawaii, so it'd be kind of cool to go out there. Monsters Incorporated is closing. Yeah, Monsters Inc. is closing. I remember when it was Superstar Limo. A lot of people surprisingly don't know that Monsters Inc. is not an opening day attraction at California Adventure. It is it's a reskin of a previous attraction. So like it sucks that it's going away, but I don't really ride it that often, and I'm okay with it leaving. Avatar is still a weird pick though. I don't know why they just didn't put Avatar at Animal Kingdom. They already have Avatar there. Why not expand it? It's popular. Give people more of what they love. Don't don't understand that, why they want to put it in. I mean, they want to drive gate, but I don't know. It just would have made more sense to to Avatar at Animal Kingdom. Looking forward to possible Terrifier, Poltergeist, and Scarecrow the Reaping. Yeah, I mean, I think we can pretty much like assume that Scarecrow the Reaping is 100% coming, because that facade that's behind Transformers, I mean, it looks identical to the previous Scarecrow house that they had. So yeah, I think Scarecrow is coming. So that'll be really exciting. And then Poltergeist, same thing. It looks just like it did in 2018. So yeah, Poltergeist. I just hope for Poltergeist that there are not a lot of black walls, because the last time they did Poltergeist, I mean, I was very public on the channel too. I was not happy with the Poltergeist house in 2018 in Hollywood. In Orlando, it was really good, but in Hollywood, oh man, like half of that haunted house was just black walls. So yeah, it was bad. What are you doing, Rosie? Go lay down. You're gonna do this all. I'm not gonna show Rosie, by the way. You're gonna have to wait a couple more live streams for that. Maybe she'll peek in, but I'm so jealous y'all getting Hollywood Drift. Those cars spinning, and those launches look insane. Yeah, the Hollywood Drift coaster is gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna be one of the, like, it's gonna be like top 10 for sure in Southern California. Top 10, easily. It might even be top 5. Because I mean, the layout, it's not the longest roller coaster in the world, but the layouts, I mean, it looks really solid. And then when you add this spinning aspect and the launches, and then the cars themselves look amazing, and they're pretty open and freeing. So yeah, I think it's gonna provide for a really good ride experience. So I can't wait. I'm stoked. I am stoked for it. How's your day at the theme park? I didn't go to a park today. I took the day off. I'm just letting people catch up with the videos that are on the channel right now. The 2 Fast and the Furious videos are doing really well. So usually when a video pops off like that, I don't really like to touch it. So I'm just letting people enjoy those 2. And then I think tomorrow I'll post something maybe from Six Flags, and then some content will be from Disney here very, very soon in the next couple days. There's really not too much going on at Disney, so I'm just, there's really not too much to talk about there. Have you visited Busch Gardens at Tampa? Yes, I have. I've been to Busch Gardens a few times. I think I didn't go, when's the last time I went to Busch Gardens? It's been a minute since I've been, but yeah, no, I've been a few times, and I love Iron Gwazi. Iron Gwazi is amazing there. One of my favorites. How many different season passes do you have? Let's see, I have Disneyland, I have SeaWorld, and that's good for all the SeaWorld parks, including Busch Gardens. I have Universal Orlando, Universal Studios Hollywood. I have Six Flags. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it for my passes. I used to have a Knott's Pass, but it expired, and I just haven't renewed. But I am going to Knott's Berry Farm here very, very soon. Within the next week, I'll be out there for the summer nights and all that kind of fun stuff, and Ghost Town Alive. Do you still plan on moving to Florida soon? Yeah, the plans are still there for the move to Orlando. It just obviously can't happen overnight. I gotta save up money, and I gotta find a place to live, and gotta really kind of narrow those things down. And I have people out there that are willing to help with finding a place, so it's gonna take some time. It's at this rate, it's probably looking like early 2026, so don't worry, I'll still be in California for a little bit. I mean, if something changes and I'm able to bounce out earlier, then I'll do that. But I mean, who knows? I don't know what the rest of the year is gonna hold. You know, maybe things will be amazing on the channel, and I can afford an apartment here in California, and then an apartment or something or in Orlando, and I could just bounce back and forth. But that's in a scenario that would be like, you know, extremely ideal and all that kind of stuff. Knott's Pass is cheaper than one day at Disney. Yeah, Knott's Pass is pretty affordable, and I know you can add all the like the Cedar Fair parks, all the Cedar Fair Legacy parks to the Six Flags Pass now. So that's probably what I'll do. Let's see, was curious how far each park is from you since you visit them all. Disneyland's probably the farthest from me. I'm in Los Angeles County, so Disneyland well, technically SeaWorld is the farthest. That's why I don't really cover SeaWorld here too often, because that drive is just brutal. And then Disney would probably be the next farthest one. And that one can take an hour to get to, or that one can take 3 hours to get to. It just depends on traffic, and traffic just sucks. Hello, Anne, nice to see you. You should do more water park content this summer. I'm trying to. I am trying to. Without traffic, Disney is easily 35-minute drive from me in San Clemente. Yeah, like when there's no traffic, Disney can be super easy. When there's traffic, forget it. You're screwed. Love your videos. Thank you so much. Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying all the content on the channel. Any plans for the summer? Well, I mean, I'd like to go to the beach a few times this summer. And again, water parks. I'd like to hit up a few water parks. I just got to do a few more gym sessions. I'm like super self-conscious about my body, like to pull the curtain back. Like I do not like going to the water park. Sometimes, like I have my moments where I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And then there's other times where I'm like, no, I should probably go to the gym a few more times. So I'll eventually get to the water park. What are your thoughts on the current state of Disneyland? I mean, I'm glad they're, you know, approving all the new stuff that they want to build. So I'm glad that California Adventure is getting some new rides. I just want them to build another roller coaster. I've been saying for a while now that Disney, you know, needs to build another roller coaster in California. So here's to hoping that sometime soon they go forward with a roller coaster. But I'm excited that they're going forward with some of the plans. So, you know, the Avatar expansion, the Avengers stuff, Coco. I'm all for new rides because the parks are very crowded here in Southern California. So the extra capacity, the better. We met you at Knott's and you were so nice in person. Yeah, I try my best. I always say, like, I hope I'm not scary in person or anything like that. And yeah, I always love saying hi to people. I always love stopping to say hi. How do you like living in California? I mean, it has its moments. I mean, I've lived here all my life, and like, yeah, California is always gonna be a part of me, but it's also very frustrating because of the traffic. And like people say, oh, well, in Florida, you're gonna experience traffic too. It's like, they don't know what traffic is out there. Let's see, what do you think they'll do with Monty? Well, they're going vertical with it. I posted on my, I don't know if I posted on Instagram, but I posted on X today that, you know, they have some track going vertical. A friend of the channel had posted on their story and was able to, and they tagged me in it, and I was like, OMG, they're finally putting up track after so long. It's been so long since that project has seen any sort of movement. So the fact that they're going forward with Monty is pretty nice. And I don't know if they're going to meet their 2025 deadline, because Knott's did say they want to try to, you know, get that open for the 2025 season, but I don't know. You still have to build it, and then you still have to go through the testing cycle, and then you got to go through all that. So, you know, you got what, 6 months left? I don't know if they're gonna be able to do it. What up, Carter? Yeah, well, some of these times I'll probably go live with Carter, because Carter has like a great setup at his place. Not that this is not cool, but when I'm live with Carter, we can like throw up graphics and stuff on the screen, because he knows how to do all that. I have no idea how to do any of that stuff. Yeah, Terry is a mod for me. Terry's keeping it real here in the chat. I'm David, it's nice to be on your live stream. Well, hey, David, nice to see you here. Yeah, again, I'll do more of these more often every week and get people used to doing live streams. For a while, I just didn't do them, and I've had a lot of people ask me like, "Hey, you should do like live streams on the channel." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I've gotten to the point now where I'm like, why not? We're one big happy family. It'd be fun to like have one day of the week where we all just sit and chat about a bunch of random theme park stuff. Favorite coaster at Knott's? Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider's my favorite. Back row and Ghost Rider's epic. Where's my water? I need to grab my water. Yeah, I mean, this is all Sarah's setup. She's a master at all the tiki and spooky stuff. And I mean, hey, that's my vibe. I dig it. Favorite at Six Flags? That's a little bit more difficult because there's a lot of good ones at Six Flags. It's not X2. I do not like that ride. I only go on it if someone's never been to the park and they really want to do it. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll subject my body to X2. But I really like Twisted Colossus. I think Twisted Colossus is my favorite at Magic Mountain. It's just so good. You can't go wrong with RMC, and even Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's really good too. Tatsu's really good. So yeah, it's a little bit more difficult because, a lot of the rides at Six Flags are really, really good. Let me grab my water 1 second. But, yeah. I don't know if you've touched on this yet or not, but what do you think is going to Magic Mountain? The new coaster looks like no progress has been. I was going to go to Magic Mountain here soon to check up on that. I've been hearing rumors that it's a Vekoma product, and it might be like a flying Vekoma product. So if that's allegedly what it is, then that will be really awesome. But that also means that they might get rid of something else at the park, since it would be similar to, either Tatsu or Ninja. I don't think they're going to get rid of Tatsu. If anything, if they were going to get rid of anything, it would be Ninja. So I don't know. But I hope that they start work on it, because like the Montezuma's Revenge project, it's been sitting there just stagnant for so long. And that's why, like, sometimes, like, I'll go to Magic Mountain and do an update for y'all, but then other times I'm just like, I don't want to go because there's just really not much going on. But I have heard in the past couple days from some other people that there is some movement happening. So that's why I'm going to go and check it out. Let's see. Looking forward to seeing your moving vlogs if you're still moving to Orlando. Yeah, I'll probably vlog it because I'll have to drive to Orlando. And obviously, like, I'll document all that kind of fun stuff. But again, that won't be until either later on this year or into the new year. Have you been to Sunland Park, New Mexico? I have not. I actually have never heard of it. But I know I've been like eyeballing a lot of parks because there's always like these regional ones that people want me to film. And I'm like, that'd be kind of cool to check it out. So yeah, maybe I'll put that on the list. I love when you and Palmer do videos together. Yeah, it's always fun with Sarah. She's always cracking me up. I don't know, I might film one with her and a few other friends here in the next couple days. I'm not entirely sure. I'm still thinking about it. Have I been to Hollywood Nights? No, I kind of want to go, and then I kind of don't want to go. I wish they would do something like that at Magic Mountain. I don't know, like, Holiday World's great, and I've always wanted to go because, I got to get on those coasters there. But it's always interesting why Holiday World does an event like that and no other, like why does Cedar Point do an event like that? They should do, Magic Mountain should do an event like that. The Magic Mountain would kill. Let's see. How did you get my TV from childhood? Yeah, Sarah got this, and this guy like sold. So this is just like a shell, and the TV that's in there right now is a flat screen. So it's just up against this plastic, and so what you're seeing right there is just, it's on just a flat screen TV, and there's like a DVD player hooked up to it. But the vintage part of it's just like a little shell, and it's hollow. Like when you see the other side of it, it's pretty cool. Jonah, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh my God, you didn't have to do that. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Tim and I really enjoyed meeting you. Yeah, why'd you do that? Why do you gotta be crazy? Well, thank you. I mean, that really helps out the channel tremendously. I will put that towards the churro fund. Yeah, did you guys get back, everything go good for the trip back home? Sorry, I wish like, I need to get like an iPad or something. But yeah, that trip was fun. I only had one vlog from Vegas. So I'd filmed multiples, but I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna post them because I think it's just gonna be better to post the Area 15 thing, and then the rest of it, you know, like people can jump over to my friends over at over at Best Life and Beyond, Katie and Spencer, and they could see, you know, the rest of the shenanigans. Do people recognize you in public? Yeah, sometimes they do. It just depends on where I'm at. Like some parks, people recognize me more than other parks. So like if I'm at like Universal, I don't really get recognized too often. I think I would say Disneyland's probably the biggest one. Sorry, I'm just like trying to make sure everything's good here. Again, I'm not the most exciting on lives. That's another reason why I don't really do them often. It's like I'm not used to doing this. Some people are super natural with it and they do it every single week, and I mean almost every single day. But for me, like, I don't know, I've always liked just filming the videos and then posting them and watching people react to it that way. Like, yeah, I try my best. I recognized you as Ordinary Adventures. Never gonna do that again. Yeah, definitely not them. I do not talk to them. I still have my TPO pin, hoping I run into you one day to show it off. Hey, shout out to you. Yeah, I gotta do some new pins one of these days. I need to do a new ghosty pin. I need to do some new like Halloween merchandise. That'd be fun. But I gotta link up with somebody to do the merch with. It's kind of hard because the old company that I was doing the merch with, it just kind of like fell through, so didn't really work out. Yeah, I used to sell merch, but it's been a while. I want to do some more stuff. I really want to do some more stuff, but again, it's just like trying to find the time, and again, finding the partner to work with to distribute products. And then like, I know like there's a company that can do pins, and my buddy Drew from Parks Bros has worked with them and has done a couple pins, so maybe I'll do that. And that might be something in the future. Hats, yeah, a lot of people like hats. No, you don't have to worry about getting anything. I literally don't even think anything's available because I had a I think the website and everything is just, I told them to just close it. And then my pins, I have all, like, I only have a couple left, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with that right now. So I think everything will be turned back on when I eventually start selling stuff again. Yeah, stickers. I've thought about stickers. Spencer and I were talking about stickers because Spencer has stickers for their channel, I believe. They're not selling them to people, but yeah, I've thought about some stickers. Do you go to any conventions or meet any celebrities? The only really big convention that I'll go to is the Midsummer Scream one, the Halloween convention, because clearly I like Halloween. But that's really like the only one I'll go to. I really want to go to IAAPA, which is the Attractions Expo, and I usually do that in Florida. I've always wanted to go to that, so maybe one of these days I'll be able to do that. And if I'm living out there in Florida, then that'll obviously be easier to attend. watching you while on vacation in Hawaii. Big fan of you and Blab. Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I need to get back out to Hawaii again. We need to visit my buddy out there. You like Halloween? No, really. Yeah, no. Halloween is my favorite time of year. I like it better like than Christmas. I look forward to it all the time. When Halloween ends, I look forward to the next Halloween. It is my favorite time of year, 1000%. IAPA 2025 trip. Hey, it's possible. It is possible. Like I said, I've been wanting to go to IAPA for years and years and years. I mean, like if you're a theme park fan, yeah, you'd want to go to IAPA. I mean, they have so many cool things at IAPA. We love it when you scare Katie. Yeah, that's gonna be like, 'cause I'm not working it this year, so yeah. For those that are wondering if I'm gonna be working Halloween Horror Nights, it's gonna be a no. I'm gonna go as a guest, as much as it kills me. I'd love to do it again, but actually, when I do Halloween Horror Nights, the channel takes quite a bit of a hit. So I'm like, okay, I gotta focus on the channel this year. A lot of you want me to cover Halloween Horror Nights, and not just Halloween Horror Nights, but a bunch of other haunts. And I also want to see a bunch of stuff, so it's just best if I take a break again. Is Oogie Boogie Bash worth it? If you've never been before, then I say just do it. If you've gone before, I don't think it's worth it because they haven't added any new treat. They haven't. I mean, all they do is kind of like add new character meet and greets, and the character meet and greets are very quick, and it's like they're over and done with. I've never been to Oogie Boogie Bash. Would I like to go one year? Sure, but do I want to pay like over $150 to do it? Probably not. So I'd rather go to Halloween Horror Nights or do a haunted house somewhere in the country. That's like more my speed. Disneyland versus Disney World. What's your favorite? I mean, I like both. Disneyland's OG, so I'll always have it'll always have a place in my heart because Disneyland is just so iconic, and it's really one of the best theme parks in the world. But Walt Disney World's cool too because of just the sheer amount of things you can do at Walt Disney World. I mean, the resort hopping thing is one of my favorite things to do at Walt Disney World because, I mean, yeah, you can jump on a monorail or a Skyliner and go to different resorts and then jump into the parks. It's a really cool vibe out there. So I like both. I don't know if I like both equally. I think I would favor Disneyland a little bit more just because of the ride count. But it's just by a few hairs because they each offer something pretty like insane. Give me your ankle. I don't have ankles right now in the shot, just my knees. Let's see. Do you keep in touch with Mario from Mostly Coasters? I haven't talked to him in a while. We have like a Discord chat with me and Mario and Drew and everybody, some of my coaster buddies, but I haven't talked to him in a few weeks. We usually just talk on the Discord. We haven't hung out in a long time. It's just like all of us have things going on and it's hard to meet up and do like a coaster trip, but maybe one of these days we'll meet up. Love your hair like that. Oh, well, thank you. It's called I Didn't Do It. So I just let it dry out of the shower and it's long as heck. Yeah, it's really bad. I usually have to straighten it because it gets so wavy, and then, like if I'm in any sort of humidity, it just goes crazy. I made it to my first live chat. Yeah, hopefully we'll be doing more of these, so just tune in every week. Theme park conductor ran into you at Universal so many times since I do live streams on my channel once a week. I would really like you to come talk theme parks. Yeah, if I have time. Wish Disney would have swept up the old El Toro Air Base in Irvine and expanded Disney Empire Westcott. Westcott would have been, oh my God. I don't know why they didn't do that. I mean, I know why they didn't want to do it because of money, but that would have been such a better idea. Because now California Adventure, like, it has nothing to do with California anymore. Especially now with Avatar going in. Come on. What are we doing? They're going to have to rename the park. How many content creators does it take to review a churro? Yeah, that's why I don't really review them too much on my channel. I'm not like, I don't do a bunch of the food stuff. Like every once in a while, I don't mind trying a few things here and there, but like I'm noticing a trend with people. They're like, we ate everything. Like, I don't want to eat everything. I don't want to do that. I feel like I just get sick. Most of the time, they just throw that stuff in the trash. Favorite places to eat at Walt Disney World or Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios? Pick 5 for each. Pick 5 for each? Oh my goodness. That would take me forever, but some of my favorite places at Walt Disney World, I mean, I love Nomad Lounge at Animal Kingdom. That's solid. I enjoyed Space 220 last time I was there. I don't know if it's changed. It could be a hit or miss now, I don't know, but the last time I was there, I really loved the steak. It was like one of the best steaks I've had on property. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, oh, the California Grill at the Contemporary, that's a really good restaurant. At Magic Kingdom, kind of like hit or miss there. What's that place at Magic Kingdom that's right by Haunted Mansion? And it's like, dang, it's an indoor, it's a quick service place. They have indoor seating, and some of their seating goes over the footpath. Like if you're gonna walk from Fantasyland over to, I'm forgetting the lands over there. But there's like that quick service place right there by Haunted Mansion. What is it called? Help me out, people. Dang, that's gonna bug me now. Is it like Harbor something? Harbor, dang, what is it? It's not Harbor Galley. That's ours at Disneyland. Harbor House? I don't I don't know. Because like again, I'm not like that's not my home park, so I, eventually I got to get used to it if I'm going to be living out there. Harbor House. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that place for quick service. I ate there with my friends Cole and Jesse, and we actually didn't mind it at all. We didn't mind it. Bro, I don't know, man. Yeah, I would have lost the game show if I was on a game show. Nice creature from the Black Lagoon. Like, yeah, that's Sarah's. Well, she has like a little trick-or-treat pail too, and then what's behind me, she has like a few other creature things. Creatures are her favorite, so I can't wait for her to go on Monsters at Epic. Columbia Harbor House, okay. Six Flags under a beautification project until 26. Yeah, they're in the process of doing as much as they can to enhance the park, which is a good thing. Like that, I've said it for a while now on the channel. I don't think they need to, do a bunch of new roller coasters. If anything, just fix what they got at the park already, beautify it, and call it a day. Improve the food and the facilities and everything, and that would make a huge difference. Like, look what they did to Hurricane Harbor. Hurricane Harbor looks so good now. How do you feel about the HHN announcement? I dig it. I'm ready for Jason. Are you set on moving to Florida? Yeah, pretty much. I'm pretty set on it. There's just like the thing is there's a lot for me to film out there, and like I'm around all the parks. I love the parks out there. I always have a great time, and I wouldn't mind living next to all the parks. And also, I'm closer to the parks on the East Coast, so I can get in a car and drive up to Dollywood or drive up to Six Flags Great Adventure or go up to King's Dominion or Carowinds. Like it would be a lot more easier to do that versus here in California. For me to drive over there, it's like, well, it takes me 18 hours just to get to Texas. So yeah, it's just gonna be easier. And then yeah, it's less expensive too. There's a lot of things that just aren't as expensive over there. The Orlando YouTube scene is so diluted. I mean, I feel like there's just it. It's like, I don't know. It's a hit or miss depending on where you go. So I feel like I do fine out there. And Rosie, do you need what are you doing? She probably hold on one second. She probably needs to go outside. And this is like, I knew she was gonna do this. Oh my God, Rosie is so annoying sometimes. I'm gonna have to turn it this way because the background I do not want to. Just get a little strike for. Hold on 1 second. Talks among yourselves while I let Rosie out for the 400th time. Rosie, you're gonna be ruining my live stream here. I knew you'd do this. She's such a pain. If Sarah is watching right now, like she's probably laughing because she's so ridiculous. Yeah, it was just a little intermission. I'm gonna have to let her back in a second because it's actually really hot outside. Will you miss Tom Sawyer's Island? I mean, like, here's the thing. I think they could have kept it. They could have kept Tom Sawyer's Island and like did a lot of work to it to bring it up to speed. Maybe bring some new interactive elements. They can do a lot of cool stuff with the magic bands on the island. And then they could also plus up the river too. The only reason why they're getting rid of the river out there in Florida is because Disney doesn't want to do the maintenance to keep it up to date. You know, it costs them a lot of money to do that, and they just don't want to do it. So the best way if they're gonna spend a bunch of money, the best thing to do is like, okay, well, let's just take it out and use that money to build something new. So, do I think the Cars thing is gonna be fun? Of course. Like I'm always excited for new rides, but I still think with all that land that they have out there, they could have done wonders to the river and then also build, you know, to expand Magic Kingdom. Let's see. And then Tom Sawyer's Island at Disneyland, like I don't see them getting rid of that anytime soon because unless they get rid of Fantasmic. If they get rid of Fantasmic, then we have to be worried about Tom Sawyer Island because Fantasmic's like infrastructure is, you know, is built into Tom Sawyer Island. So if Fantasmic goes, then we have to be worried. Oh, hey, Jeremy, thanks so much for the super chat. I'm trying to like this. I don't know why it's not working here. Come on, YouTube. There we go. What TV show? I think it's one of the Creature from the Black Lagoons. I think that's what's on there. Okay, is Rosie like wanting to come back inside? Yep. Hold on. Ugh, crazy dog. Intermission 2.0. Disney World should build a new park. See, now I disagree. I don't think Disney World needs another park. I don't think so. Because they can just improve on what they already have. You know, like they don't need to do another park. They have 4 parks right now and 2 water parks. The water parks, I mean, the water parks haven't gotten anything new in such a long time. And I think they can do some work there, some like really big work at the water parks. And then, you know, look at Animal Kingdom. Even when they finish Tropical Americas will only bring the park up to 8 rides. That's less than Epic Universe. So it's like, no, I don't think Disney World needs another park. Yeah, see, Disney World needs to add more rides to each of their parks. Yep, totally agree. If Disney World built a new park, it would have 3 rides. Probably. And yeah, they don't even have Marvel or Inside Out. So like, yeah, there's so much they can do to the current infrastructure at Walt Disney World. If anything, I see them adding more rides to their current parks and possibly a couple new hotels. I think that's going to be the move. And same with Universal. I don't think we're going to see another theme park at Universal out there in Orlando for a long time. If anything, we're just going to see rides at, or be added to their current parks, including Volcano Bay. And I wouldn't be surprised if in the next couple of years a new hotel pops up. Boom goes the dynamite. What's up? I think the new Imagineers just want to constantly push an IP. See, I don't know if it's fully the Imagineers' fault. I think it's, it's a combination of what the executives want and a few other factors. You know, I think that's what's going on. Inside Out could work at Epcot. The Wonders of Life Pavilion needs. Yeah, I think out of all the parks, Inside Out would probably work the best at Epcot. So we shall see what happens. I mean, the latest thing that's going to be coming to Epcot is going to be Test Track, and I'm actually really excited for that. I'm so curious to see how that's going to be. Oh, hey Hannah, welcome to the chat. Nice to see you. They need to stay open longer. Yeah, I wish some of the hours at Walt Disney World and at Universal Orlando would be a little bit longer. When is Test Track meant to reopen? I think it's supposed to open like later on in the summer, like early fall maybe, because they're pretty much done with the outside of it, so it's really not that far off. Let's see. 3.0 is basically a reboot of World of Motion. Yeah, that was their inspiration at least. Disneyland needs a roller coaster. Yes, John, totally agree. Yup, that is a must. Oh yeah, thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. We were spoiled at Disneyland, often 8 to 12. I mean, Disneyland has more rides, and then yeah, the park hours are just so good. And again, that's why we beat out Walt Disney World just by a few hairs. They definitely have us on like the number of parks, but the park hours and everything, and I think our food's a little better at Disneyland. Dylan, any new water slides in Orlando besides Volcano Bay? I mean, like water parks? Yeah, I would like to visit a few more water parks out in Orlando that I haven't covered on the channel. There's definitely a few of them on the list. But again, like I was saying earlier, I need to go to the gym a couple more times. Maybe like I want to try to do like a lot of water park content, probably sometime in July, because here in California in the mornings right now, it's like freezing cold in the morning. It's stupid. So I know in July when it warms up, like it could be like 10 a.m. and it's already like 80 degrees. So I think that's when you're gonna see a bunch of water park content from me. Yeah, the June gloom is awful. Disneyland needs more dark rides. Yeah, I would agree with that. I also think Epic Universe could use a couple dark rides. I find Disneyland a better value for international visitor. You can do a 3-4 day trip, way more to do in a single day. Yeah, I mean, that's very true. It's definitely more compact and there's a lot more rides in a smaller space. And you're kind of close to other destinations around. So yeah, I think for international travel, it's probably cheaper. Oh, there's a 95-minute wait for Ghost. Is there a 95-minute wait for Ghost Rider right now? Dang. I mean, low key, kind of worth it. Ghost Rider's so good. I haven't been on Ghost Rider in a long time. Maybe I'll go on it when I'm at Knott's in the next couple days. A classic Monsters Dark Ride would go crazy. They need to do that here at Universal Studios Hollywood. They should add the flying Mario attraction to Epic Universe. I don't know what they're gonna add to Epic Universe as far as new ride. I think it's gonna be a couple years before we see a new ride to Epic Universe, but I think it's gonna be I think it's going to be something in Nintendo. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be Monsters. Nintendo makes them so much money that it's like I feel like that's where they want to spend all their money. Luigi's Mansion or Zelda? Oh, for sure, for sure. No, that was yesterday. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be busy at Knott's the next couple days because yeah, they just kicked off Ghost Town Alive and their like summer promotion. I think today. So yeah, it's going to be a little busy. It's going to be spicy at Knott's Berry Farm. Oops. Ghost Rider was 120 minutes when you went. Holy moly! Were they only running one train? My God. Scroll down a little bit here. Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Hollywood are parks that are going to go under major changes in the next few years. I wouldn't be surprised if Islands of Adventure gets some new stuff. It's been a couple years, and I think Islands of Adventure could use, another stage show. That'd be kind of nice. Maybe a stunt show going into Islands. I would dig it. I think Donkey Kong Country would fit in Hollywood. Yeah, I think something like that could fit in Hollywood. It would definitely help Nintendo in Hollywood for sure. Will you still visit Universal Studios Hollywood after being spoiled by Universal Orlando? Yeah. Here's the thing about Florida. Like, if I'm living out in Florida, I'll still travel to California a lot, just because I still have my family that lives here, and I have a lot of my friends that live here. So, yeah, I'll be visiting California quite a bit. Hands up if you were shook by the top speed announcement for Fast and Furious. Yeah, I dug that. 72 miles an hour. It's the fastest Universal coaster ever out of all their theme parks around the world. Fastest one. You know what? I'm gonna make you a moderator. Boom. I think we're good now. Sleepy Hollow Dark Ride in style of Mr. Toe would be cool. That would be kind of cool. I'd dig that. If you could build one of Epic's rides, sorry, this thing is going so fast. If you could build one of Epic's rides at Universal Studios Hollywood, which one would you choose? Monsters. Monsters for sure. Come on, I mean, the classic monster was born there on the lot. So yeah, I think Monsters is would be like a no-brainer. Yeah, Monsters Unchained for the win. That ride is literally one of the best rides in the world. It is so good. I mean, it's one of my it's I would argue to say it's probably my favorite dark ride of all time. I think it's beat out Rise for me. And I mean, Ministry of Magic is pretty amazing too. Yeah, Monsters Unchained is just out of this world. Watch out for the gators. Yeah, I got to be careful with the gators. How fast is a Velocicoaster? I think it's just 70. So I think Fast and the Furious beat it by like 2 miles an hour. And it's only going to go, I think it's only going to go that speed at that launch after the dive loop where the stall is, because that's such a huge elevation change. So we're going to need a lot of like power to get up there. Let's see. What are your predictions for the potential changes for Lost Continent and Simpsons Land? Lost Continent, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they do Wicked. I would not be surprised, because Islands of Adventure, I don't know. I could see Wicked there. I don't know if I'd see it at Epic Universe. And Wicked kind of fits the book theme of Islands of Adventure. So I think maybe that might be Wicked. A lot of people have also speculated Zelda. Zelda's a possibility there. If they could do something Nintendo in all their parks, then that would give people a reason to visit all of them, just like the Harry Potter lands. Would be pretty smart. And then for The Simpsons, I don't know. I would like to see some classic stuff, like a Back to the Future land would be kind of cool. So we'll see. Hoping that Monsters and Ministry are copied in Hollywood. Yeah, fingers crossed that they do some carbon copies over in Hollywood. Lord of the Rings fits Islands Adventure since it's too fits the book thing. Yeah, Lord of the Rings would totally fit. And you know what? With Lord of the Rings, they might be able to save some of that stuff in the Lost Continent. Maybe they can save some of the architecture, and it would be a lot easier for them to make that transition there. I heard Simpsons would be replaced with Pokemon. I've heard the Pokemon rumor. Oh my God, could you imagine? Pokemon would be, they'd make so much money. they would make so they would make so much money, it'd be game over. Literally game over. Zelda's rumored to be the third Nintendo Land project after all the Donkey Kongs are built. Shh. Yeah, I mean, again, I've heard the Zelda rumor for quite some time. By the way, I'm gonna just be going live for like a little over an hour, so probably for another like 20 minutes or so. I feel like I'm the only one rooting for Simpsons to stay. Yeah, probably. I'm ready for Simpsons to go. I'm ready for it to go. Friday the 13th house for the HHN this year. Yep, I am super stoked for it. A Zelda Dark Ride would be awesome. Yep. Zelda Dark Ride would be really cool. I saw like, I think Alicia Stella had posted on her channel, like she posted this patent that Universal has where it's like a boat ride, but then this mechanism picks up the boat and it starts like, it turns into a flying ride. I'm like, that would be so incredible. That would be incredible. So here's hoping they do something like that. Simpsons ride has poor capacity. Oh yeah. And same with Back to the Future when they had Back to the Future. That ride, it's the longest wait in the park here in Hollywood because of the capacity. It's garbage. They should expand Toy Story Land. Yeah, I mean, that could be a possibility at Hollywood Studios. No more simulator rides. Yeah, no, I'm done with the simulator. That's like my one bit, like, not to spoil it too much, but the Harry Potter ride at Epic Universe, it's not like simulator. It's a ride that you go through practical sets in, but there's a lot of screens, and I'm just like, guys, went a little too hard on the screens, a little too much. It's an incredible ride. But I'm a little disappointed in the screens, and that's why I like Monsters. I like Monsters better. They can add RC Racer. Yeah, that's an easy one for them to add. I did it in Paris when I went to Disneyland Paris, and that was a fun little coaster. Back to the Future would be better. Yeah, Back to the Future I think would do pretty well. Well, and like right now, the next big thing happening at Universal in Orlando at Studios is the alleged new roller coaster, because Rip Ride Rocket's going to be closing here in August, which I'm hoping to get there on the last day. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I can go on the last day. That would be awesome. Happy birthday, Jason. Yes. Should Universal Studios Hollywood have some type of Toon Land after Simpsons are replaced? No, I don't think so. Because they already have an Illuminations area of the park, so I think that kind of fills that void. We're going to go to Tokyo Disney this year? Oh, dang. Well, you're going to have such a blast because Tokyo Disney is so much fun. I want to go back so bad. I'm trying to go back this year, but you know, there's a lot up in the air. If I can go back this year, that would be, oh my God, that'd be amazing. It's my favorite Disney property. Favorite. Like Disney Sea is, it's incredible. Disney Sea is incredible. I couldn't believe it when I was like walking through the park. I mean, it's just insane. They should make an all-new awesome Back to the Future ride like Rise of the Resistance meets Pirate style. That would be kind of cool. I mean, Back to the Future is insanely popular. I mean, look what happened when they did FanFest nights at Universal Studios this past couple months ago now. Huge hit, the Back to the Future thing. That was probably the most popular thing that they did. When are you going to SeaWorld? Hopefully soon. I feel like I'm probably going to go to SeaWorld in Orlando before I hit up San Diego, just because at SeaWorld Orlando, they have some roller coasters I still haven't gotten the credits for. I still haven't gone on the Pipeline surf coaster, and I haven't gone on the Penguin Trek coaster. So that's two more that I gotta go on. Jeremy, thank you for another super chat. You didn't have to do that. Let's see. This was a very long time ago, but when you went to Universal, do you remember a team van? This was around the 80s. No, I do not remember that. I think like the earliest I went, like I went to Universal Studios for the very first time, I think in 2003. I think that was the first time I was there. So I remember some stuff, but I don't remember everything. Have I been to all the Florida parks? Yes. Except for Legoland. I haven't been to Legoland. But I believe I've done everything. I've done all of Disney World. I've done Universal. I've done Busch Gardens. Oh, I haven't done the water park at Busch Gardens. And then I've done the SeaWorld parks. So yeah, just about. And I've done both the fun spots. Wicked Land might be in... yeah, if they do anything... I mean, which I think they are going to do Wicked. We will probably see Wicked in Hollywood and in Orlando. I don't even think that that's a doubt at this point. I mean, the movie was huge. It was the biggest musical of all time. So, and you know that the second movie comes out this November, and you know it's gonna crush. Like that movie's gonna crush. So yeah, Universal's, they see the marketing for that and they see the opportunity for theme park lands, and like, yeah, they're gonna totally do it. Just wanted to let you know that me and my mom are huge fans. We always watch every single video and always hit the thumbs up. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I always try my best here on the channel. I know I'm a goofball, but you know, I always try to keep it real in a sea of some people not keeping it real. Yeah, Back to the Future and One Piece were the most popular. Oh yeah, for sure. The anime stuff. Oh my God, anime stuff was crazy. Love you, Dylan. You're so sweet and kind, and I love that. You know, I try. Like I said, I try my best. Everyone that I meet in the park, like I'm always happy to sit have a conversation with and chat, and you know, just have some fun. Just want to say I appreciate your candor when it comes to your theme park opinions. There needs to be more of it amongst the theme park fans. I agree. I mean, at the end of the day, it's theme parks. Yeah, it's we're not curing cancer or you know building a rocket. We're just having fun in the parks. Some people are like way too psycho, and I just that's why I don't like hang out with some people anymore. And I just kind of do my own thing, and I hang out with the people I want to hang out with and have fun because that's what it all boils down to. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to ride roller coasters and you know, that's what it's all about. People overcomplicate it so much. Oh, that went down the wrong pipe. I'm gonna choke. Epic Universe looks so epic and beautiful. It is. It's pretty epic. It's just there's just not a lot of shade right now because the trees are not mature. Shouldn't be too serious. Yeah, no, that's why I always joke around. Like, not too many people joke around in their videos, I've noticed, and it's like, it's weird. Yeah, with Epic Universe, like, I would argue it's like definitely one of the best parks in Orlando. It's a beautiful park. I love the water features that are in the park. I mean, they're stunning. The water features are so beautiful, so beautiful. Like that's honestly one of my favorite parts about Epic Universe is the water features in the center and Celestial Park. I mean, it's and when those trees grow in the next like 5 to 10 years, oh my God, it's going to be next level. Yeah, I try to crack jokes as much as I can. In the live streams, it's a little bit more difficult because you know I'm not too good at improv. In the videos, I could edit around it and everything. The aesthetic at Epic Universe at night. Oh yeah, I had to change my diaper because it was that like it's so pretty at night. The lighting pack. That's why I was like really bummed when they first announced the operating hours for Epic Universe. It was closing really early. I'm like, no, keep the park open till like 11. They can totally get away with it, especially like in the Wizarding World and Dark Universe. Oh my God, those lands at night. I mean, pretty much all the worlds at night are really good. How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk at night was amazing, and Super Nintendo World looks great. Do I think Helios is worth it? Um, it's one of those things where like it's definitely cheaper than Grand Floridian. So if you don't mind splurging and you want to save, but you also want to save a few bucks, then I mean you stay at Helios. My buddy ended up getting the room when I was there, so I want to go back and you know get one of the suites or whatever, and I'll go and I'll break the price down and all that kind of stuff. But it's one of those things where it's like yes and no. I think it's worth it if you want to just be right there in the park. Like the really cool thing I loved about Helios was that at the end of the night when we were at Epic Universe, you just like walked right into the hotel. I mean, it was right there. So you didn't have to take a shuttle, you didn't have to do anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with taking the shuttle, but it was just after a long park day, you just want to get back to your hotel. You know, you just want to take your stuff off and lay down, you know, take a shower, relax. And the hotel's right there. So in that aspect, yeah, totally worth it. My biggest gripe about Helios, and I think I mentioned this in the video, I'm not really sure, is I wish they had more options as far as suites. So and especially when it comes to the beds. So like in a lot of their suites, they still only have one king bed, and I'm like, why don't you guys have multiple rooms with multiple beds? It doesn't make any sense, because at Surfside and Dockside, they have the 2-bedroom suite that has 3 beds in it, and you sleep 6 people in it. So I don't know why Helios doesn't have that option. The only bedroom that they have that has multiple beds in it is the How to Train Your Dragon suite. So I'm like, that's one thing I didn't really care for about the hotel. Everything else was pretty, there were some things that were generic, which is fine. But overall, I think if you have the cash to spend, yeah, I say just do it once. Is it something that I would do every single time? No. If anything, I'd stay at Dockside or Surfside or something more affordable. But I do want to film more Universal hotels, and same goes for Walt Disney World. I want to film all the hotels, so that way people can see what everything looks like. Closed roller coaster at Buffalo Bills, Prim, Nevada. Yeah, I'm sad that roller coaster's closed, but I'm so happy that I have the credit. I do have Desperado. Dark Universe looks ambient in the rain. Oh my god, yeah. The last time I was at Epic Universe, we walked out of Monsters. It was the last ride of the night, and there was like a lightning storm coming by, and I'm like, this is, how perfect can you get? This is so perfect. It was so cool. I tried to capture it in the video as much as I could, but like obviously at night the camera just ends up like taking a crap. So it's like I tried to get as much as I could, but oh my god, it was beautiful. The water effect at Jurassic World ride is going to soak people up for the good, or scared of being so. The water effect is really insane at Jurassic World. They have like 3 different cannons that go off, and yeah, there's nobody on that's coming off that ride dry, even if you sit in the back. Go for a few more minutes, then I'll bounce on out. Universal is allergic to late hours. I'm starting to think that too, with especially some times of the year. You would think that they'd stay open late, especially because they're a major tourist destination, and maybe they will, as time goes on. But I know staffing, that they have to think about that. Let's scroll up here. Fun, goofy content is why we love the Katie and Dylan show. Yeah, we try our best. I was talking to Katie the other day about doing another Dole Whip video, because in the Instagram live, y'all were mentioning that. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to revisit the Dole Whip thing, because it's been years. It's been years. I love your videos. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. What'd you think of the Epic Universe food? I thought it was pretty good. From the stuff that I've tried so far, I think it's pretty solid. It's definitely my favorite place to eat out of all the Universal Orlando parks. I would say it goes Epic Universe, then Volcano Bay, surprisingly. Volcano Bay's got some really good food. And then I would say Islands, then Studios. Oh, good night, Hannah. It's nice to see you in the chat. I'll hit you up soon. I'm going to Disneyland next Friday. Oh, well, I hope you have a good time. Hopefully it's not too busy at the park. I'm sure it will be, so just brace for it. Hollywood closes at 6 or 7 most days. Yeah, Hollywood closes really early. Hopefully in the summer they'll bump up the hours because of the mega movie summer that they're doing this season. And obviously during Horror Nights they stay open late. Pizza Moon looks wonderful. Yeah, I really liked Pizza Moon. I thought the pizza was great. We will tell you that you're definitely gonna get soaked. Yeah, they don't tell you what you're gonna get on Tiana's Bayou Adventure. That is for sure. That is the wet. It's insane. It's insane. I'm trying to think, where else did I eat at Epic Universe? So I ate at Das Steakhouse. We had like little sliders there, a little small. So I wish they were bigger, but they were pretty good. The drinks there are pretty good too. Pizza Moon, awesome. I haven't eaten in the Wizarding World. Oh, Atlantic. Oh my God, Atlantic is really good. That was really, really good. What did I have there? I had the salmon. Salmon was really good. And then friends had pasta and a burger and then I had some of Chase's like dessert that he got, and then I got this like coconut dessert. It's so good. Atlantic, if you have a couple extra bucks on you, go to Atlantic at Epic Universe. It's wonderful. Thank you so much, Dylan. Love your videos. Good night. Look forward to the next video. Yeah, I'll have another video here very, very soon here in the next like day or two. Might be from Magic Mountain, and then some Disney stuff, and then Knott's Berry Farm. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. The food prices are too expensive. I mean, just theme parks in general, the food prices are insane. Oh, did the movie stop? Well, that means the live stream's gonna be ending here soon. Yeah, that's another reason why you don't really see me do a lot of food stuff. It's so expensive. I mean, like some of those creators that are doing like huge food videos, I mean, they're spending like $600 or $700. I mean, that just to give you an idea of how much money they're throwing on the table. It's a lot. And me personally, I don't mind getting a few things here and there, but my goal all the time in the parks is like, okay, how many rides can I go on? And if I'm gonna spend that kind of money, it's like, okay, well, I'd rather just buy a ticket to a park that I've never been to. So I try to sample food here and there, but yeah, I can't do a lot of it because it's just so pricey. And yeah, Epic Universe, there's some pricey food at Epic Universe. Like that butterbeer crepe is what, $20? It's not cheap. It's pretty pricey. I finally rode Tiana's Bayou Adventure last Friday. Yeah, what'd you think? It's whatever. I think I'll be the one that's not afraid to say it. It's just whatever. I feel like they could have done so much better with Tiana's. Universal Studios Hollywood can make a large cotton candy intense coaster. Yeah, I'm still waiting for them to do it. Ain't no way it's $20. Oh yeah, it's the butterbeer crepe is $20. I think it's $20. My friend Jen had it and she said it was really good. And I've heard that it's amazing, but is it $20 amazing? I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll find out next time I go because I do want to try it. Yeah, Tiana's has its like ups and downs for sure. Like I do like the finale of Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I think it's really pretty. But the ride just has some really bad story problems, and it's just, you can tell they're like, okay, how do we put this thing together, you know? I wish I wanted a little bit more out of Tiana's. My favorite park is Magic Mountain. Magic Mountain's great for the coasters. I love me some Magic Mountain coasters. With that though, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it, because let's see, what time is it? It is 6:37. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap things up. Thank you for being you. Love the videos. Yeah, I appreciate all of you who are watching. I appreciate all of you that are in the live chat right now watching. I'm gonna do these more often. I'm always keeping it real on the channel. And yeah, I always love making videos. It's fun. It's fun doing this, and especially with the new stuff being built when they're building a new ride in a lot of these parks. I love documenting that stuff because then later on I can look back, and go, oh wow, I was there to cover it. That was cool. So I'm glad that everyone enjoys it. I will definitely be covering all the stuff at Disneyland that's being built until I eventually make the move, and then if and when I'm out in Florida, then I'll be documenting all the stuff out in Florida. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening and your weekend, because it is Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Thanks for those that sent out the super chats. You all are amazing. And I'm trying to think what else I need to let you all know before I officially leave. Yeah, new videos coming out here in the next couple days. Magic Mountain, Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm. What else? Thanks to the mods. Huge shout out to my moderators as always. What else am I posting? I think that's it. Yeah, and then eventually we'll make our way back out to Florida to cover, well, Disney World, because yeah, I need to do Test Track, the new nighttime parade that's coming to Magic Kingdom, so much stuff. So yeah, until then, thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next video and in the next live stream, which will probably be next week. And I'm going to try to figure out how to turn this off because I have no idea how to turn this off. I think it's over here. Okay. Bye. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you next time.